This portion of tips and tricks is focused around organization. And the first tip is to use the starred function in Google Drive. If you have files that you frequently visit and you need to find them really quickly, then the starred function is the best way to do that. And you can do this for docs, sheets, slides, whatever you need. And so within, if you are in the slides, for example, there's always a star icon here. And if you click on that, it then illuminates and it is now in your starred folder. So if you go to your drive, on the left-hand side, there's the recent, which is great if there's things that you just worked on yesterday or the day before, but the starred is where it landed. And so then it's in alpha order, how you want to sort it. And so there it is, tips and tricks. When I click on it, I always have the option to unstar it, remove it from starred. And I can also do that whenever I am in the overarching view of Google Drive. I can star a folder by clicking on the 3 dots and add it to starred, or any type of document, slides, sheets, whatever. You can see here that this is already in my starred because it has a star next to it. So again, pretty simple trick to just saving a little bit of time for you to find the things that you always need. The second is around emails, around Outlook, to set up folders and your focused inbox to sort through the chaos of all the emails that you receive on a daily basis. So from webmail, you have your favorites up at the top, but then you also have your inbox. And if you left click on your inbox, right click on your inbox, you can create new subfolders. You can call them whatever you like, and then they show up in alpha order. So I have multiple folders, subfolders, and I just dump emails in there, read or unread, so I know to come back to who sent this, what am I looking for. And then also there is the focused and the other inbox. And the focused are emails that come from people within our organization, and sometimes a little bit of spam gets in. And then the other inbox is for mass mailings like your Erskine emails, or newsletters or things that you receive. And so to separate your inboxes, click on the settings gear and just search focused inbox. And it will ask you, do you want Outlook to sort them? And yes, sort them into focused and other. And so then at least that also tries to separate some of the chaos with all the emails that you're getting, and then you can spend most of your time in your focused inbox. Next, a tip from another teacher about morning routine, putting out announcements and emailing students. So that kind of communication just goes out first thing before class starts, and then referring the students to the modules or wherever you're posting this information that you want them to see. So that was a tip from a coworker with their routine, whatever your announcements or emails you are sending to your students in communication. Another tip is around your modules. And so if you have set up modules the way that you like that, you can copy and paste them from week to week and then just insert different pages or insert different links. And so it can be very helpful when you have text headers, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and things indented to build kind of an outline or a scaffold for your students. And to copy and paste a module, you just click on the 3 dots in the module heading bar and click duplicate. Now, Fortunately, it will tell you that it's the copy, so then you can rename it. And fortunately, it just goes right below it. It doesn't send it all the way to the bottom. You can also build modules week to week in kind of reverse order. So starting with second quarter, for example, the modules I have built here are in reverse order, but they're just not published for students. So I knew I wanted my modules organized this way: quarter 1, week 11, quarter 1, week 10. And I built them in reverse chronological order because I know that when I add a module, it just gets, it gets added to the bottom. And so instead of building from September 1 to November and then having to inverse the modules, I built November to September. Your next tip is to make Google Slides for every class that contain specific for particularly your absent students. And hopefully this will result in, in fewer emails coming from those absent students. And so if you look at our weekly update Google Slides as an example, it is one long chunk of slides, and you don't have to post out, you can keep just this week's slides, but then you can have them also running in total for students who have extended absences, and then posting those, which may also help accompany your recording. Tip is it's a larger tip, a larger organization with building a routine. And so if you have questions about this, we can look at a calendar, visualize it. But this is kind of your chunking, your backwards planning to reduce the number of emails you need to send in a week. So the suggestion is to set up your deadlines in chunks. So not every assignment has an individual due date or deadline, but for example, weeks 4 have a deadline of October 16th. So you are chunking this for your students that anything in these 3 weeks, 4, 5, 6, is due on this one day. If you can, stagger those deadlines based on your preps. So Spanish 1 is 10/16, and Spanish 2, 1 and 2, that prep to on the 9th. So then I'm not receiving all of this work from all of my classes all at the same time. The work for me is also broken up as it is for my students. So then when that deadline approaches, so for example, this Friday is the 16th, then I format an email with the list of assignments that are due on the 16th. So all of them. And then I can copy and paste that mail and customize it for each student. So-and-so turned in assignment 1, 2, 3, but I'm in 5, 6. And then go down your list that way. So the result here is that you are focusing on a group of assignments and a group of students at once, not individual assignments for all your students. And so this teacher said that it narrowed her contact from 2 classes, instead of 5 classes, 1 prep, 2 classes, because of the staggering of the deadlines. And so if you have further questions about tips and tricks, or just general questions about Synergy, Canvas, or other tech items, please complete the tech survey at the end of this entire presentation. So we can either answer them in-house, or we are looking for a a tech hour session with our technology instructional specialist. Thank you.